Your lies are the sweetest sound, little storm. Ooh, chills. Not the good kind, like the check your door locks kind.
Must we begin with the most melodramatic, borderline threatening line imaginable? There's context, nuance.
Nuance. The man apparently thinks about sexually assaulting the heroine. The author says he's a walking red flag. This isn't nuance. It's a 5-alarm fire in a dumpster full of bad decisions. Welcome back to Heartbook Radio, folks, where today we're diving into Storm of Secrets and Sorrow by Melissa K. Roehrich. Apparently, it's the feel-bad hit of the season.
It's the second book in the Legacy series, a fantasy romance exploring complex themes of power, trauma, and admittedly problematic relationships. The author herself includes content warnings.
Yeah, a warning that basically says, abandon hope, all ye who enter here, the main dude sucks. Honestly, it reminds me of your defense of Mr. Darcy. Oh, he's just socially awkward. No, he was rude and rich. Just like Theon here is controlling and magically powerful.
We are not relitigating Pride and Prejudice again. Darcy's reserve was a product of his upbringing and societal constraints. Theon St. Orcas, the male main character here, operates on a different plane of moral ambiguity.
Ambiguity. The man's a walking restraining order. Reviewers are calling him emotionally abusive, manipulative, controlling. One even compared him to Tamlin from Echotar. Tamlin. That's like the fantasy kiss of death, you know, the guy who locked his girlfriend up for her own good. Theon sees knowledge as something he can control. That's not morally gray. That's villain monologue 101. He probably organizes his sock drawer by level of perceived threat.
While his methods are questionable, the narrative positions him as potentially redeemable. He's burdened by secrets, by legacy.
Oh, boo-hoo. My legacy makes me treat my magically bonded partner like garbage. Cry me a river, St. Orcas. It's like my ex, Kevin, who said his trust issues meant he had to read all my texts. No, Kevin, you were just a controlling creep. Theon's the same, just with better hair, and probably some kind of magic castle instead of a damp basement apartment.
And Tessalyn, the heroine, readers seem divided. Some find her relatable in her trauma and eventual feminine rage. Others find her passive or prone to, quote, bratty tantrums.
Okay, first off, if you're magically bonded to Captain Creepshow over there, you get unlimited tantrum passes. Second, her villainera sounds amazing. I live for the moment she apparently puts him on his knees. Metaphorically. Probably. Though honestly, after reading about him, maybe not just metaphorically. Good for her.
There's also Luca, the dragon shifter, the apparent nice guy, universally beloved by reviewers.
Luca, my sweet, scaly summer child. Finally, someone decent. Although, is he too perfect? Gives me weird vibes, like those guys who are super nice, but you just know they alphabetize their spice rack. Still, compared to Theon, I'd take the dragon any day. At least his baggage involves, actual wings.
The central conflict seems to be whether Tessa can or should fix Theon, or if she'll gravitate towards Luca. Or both. The author has hinted at a potential MFM dynamic.
Wait, hold up. She might end up with both the psycho hose beast and the dragon dreamboat, like a thruple. Is this fantasy romance or a really weird episode of Sister Wives? I don't know how to feel about this. Part of me is like, get it, girl. The other part is like, run. Run while you still have your sanity and maybe haven't been magically roofied.
Moving on to the actual quality of the book, reviews are polarized, to say the least. Some did not finish early, calling it crap, or citing Theon's behavior as unbearable. Others hail it as a masterpiece. One reviewer stated, wide, and I quote, I have never read a book where I have rooted for the female main character to kill the male main character and then off herself in a murder-suicide situation.
Okay, that's commitment. See, this book inspires passion, maybe not healthy passion, but passion nonetheless. Forget book clubs, this needs a dedicated support group. My name is Karen, and I'm addicted to Theon's redemption arc.
Is it responsible, though, to present such overt toxicity, even with warnings? Does labeling it dark romance absolve the narrative?
Look, people like what they like. Sometimes you want a sweet romance, sometimes you want to watch a dumpster fire from a safe distance. Is it escapism? Probably. Is it normalizing bad behavior? Maybe. But it's fiction. If you're taking dating advice from Theon St. Orcas, you've got bigger problems than this book. It's like asking if Jaws makes people afraid of swimming pools.
That's a uniquely analogy, but the intensity of the reactions is undeniable. People claim the book ripped out their heart, left them unwell, needing peace.
Okay, let's play a game. If Theon were a sandwich, what would he be?
I refuse to participate in this absurdity.
Fine. He'd be one of those fancy artisanal sandwiches with like ghost pepper aioli and pickled razor blades. Looks intriguing, costs way too much, and you will regret it later. Luca is a classic grilled cheese, reliable, comforting. Tessa. She's the person trying to decide between the two while the restaurant is on fire.
Right. Time for ratings. Despite my significant reservations about the central relationship dynamic and its potential implications, the world building is intricate, and the political maneuvering adds depth. It's compellingly problematic. I give it 3 out of 5 therapy referrals.
Problematic. It's a glorious train wreck. I was hooked. The angst, the drama, the dragon, the sheer audacity. I give Storm of Secrets and Sorrow 8 out of 10 reasons to block your ex.
Utterly nonsensical rating.
Says the man who thinks Darcy was just shy. Anyway, that's all the emotional damage we have time for today. Join us next week when we tackle My Sentient Toaster Oven Tried to Seduce Me.
Please tell me that's not real. You've been listening to Heart Book Radio.